Hello, we're back again. So we are about to start doing the third layer. So I'm going to pour some of this in here and hopefully we can get this done so that we can start on the next layer, which I am hoping is the last layer. We will see. So let me pour a lot of this in here and then I'll cover the top with what's left over. But I'm going to start with the red, the orange brown that I have. I don't even know. I guess that's the color. Let me move this somewhere where it's safe. Doesn't fall over and spill my stuff everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mix some more of these together. The reds and these, because I think it looks like I just kind of want to blend it. I want to make it like a blending if I can do it. So I'm going to put these in here. And we can, okay, so I think one more red. And then I'll do the rest of them brown or whatever color that is, mixed with black. And put a little bit of brown in there. So, let me get these around there, and then we'll get the stir stick in there and move them around. See what we're doing. Okay, so now I'm going to mix blacks. Remember these, smoky color. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah. So start putting those in there. What I think we need to do is, because I think I still got a lot to go as filling this thing up. So put some more browns in there. Might have to make some more resin and finally just put a little topper on it, because I don't think I've made enough resin, but I can do that outside the. Let me get some more little reds mixed up in there occasionally. I really want this to blend well, as if, when you do fire, how you have to blend, when you're drawing it or painting it, you blend the colors, and so you see a little bit of both, all the color. You'll see like some parts of it, the reds, and some parts of it, the oranges, the flames. So I'm trying to make that effect with these, and hoping that it works. Get all these reds. I might just use the rest of those reds. Yeah, definitely I'm going to have to pour some more resin in here. So, I'm sorry if you guys hear the game playing. It's fantasy football here in Texas, in this household. So my husband has his favorite uncle here with him, and they're watching their fantasy football stuff, and I'm in here doing my crafts. I do like some football, mind you, but they're just basically watching. Oh gosh, if I say it, I'll sound like, what's it called? Red Zone channel. So they're watching the Red Zone channel to get the highlights for their fantasy football. Anybody who's into fantasy football knows exactly what I'm talking about. So, and I think they're flipping back. I don't know when Cowboys play today, but I'm sure they'll be turning that on too. So, I think I'm doing this pretty good, getting these filled up and trying to make it equal I definitely will have to put in the rest of some more resin in there. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get the light in there. So, not sure if it's going to show this or not, but here is the inside. So, anyway, we will let that cure and then do the last layer of this project, and then we will let it cure completely for a few days. I like to give it like 3 days, 4 days, and then we will unmold it, and so that is the plan. Anyway, we'll come back and do the last level, the fourth level, and then we'll be ready for the finish. Well, we're back to do the last level of this, and it's going to be with, which I found the coolest one. I'm going to use it, but this brown orangey and the smoky one. So we're going to start pouring our resin in there, and then we can place all these beads and hopefully fill it up to the top. I'm thinking I might not fill the beads all the way to the top, but definitely make the resin to the top after I put all my beads in that I want, the glass beads that I want. Okay, so we'll put this cool looking one in there, and the smoky ones. Same old routine. Because we gotta definitely get this full. I made more resin than the last time because I had run out, and I want to make sure I have plenty to go around. I'm not going to put any beads, red beads, I mean, in this. I'm just going to use the brown ones or the amber ones. I think that's what they are. I think they're amber. Ooh, it's already getting to the top. So I'm just going to fill the rest of these up. Let me pour some more resin in. I have to do a little bit at a time because I want to make sure I get plenty of these black smoky ones in there. And that's really what I want, is the bottom part to be the smoky ones. So we will move these over to the side. It's getting a little more difficult. I don't think I'm going to put any more than those in because I kind of want to have a little bit of the clear resin fill the bottom of it maybe. Hold on. I might put a few more of these in. I always say I'm not going to put any more, but then I do. I got to go with my gut. I got to go with my gut and what my gut says. Because I want to make sure I got plenty on the side there, so I can feel it. Make sure there's plenty going around. There. There. So, I think I got it to the top. I hate to move this too much because it's so full. I don't want to mess up the seam, you know. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. But you can see that the top, it's all the way to the top. I'm going to finish pouring this in. And I noticed that when it cures, that if I get it just to the top, it sinks in, you know, it kind of shrinks a little bit to the, you know, from the top. Make sure this is getting in the areas that it needs to get into that I want it to do. Gosh, I hope that this covers, like, it has that the beads aren't like keeping gaps on the side when it's curing. And it's hard to explain what that means. But I'm going to keep pouring this. As you can see, it goes to the top. I like to get it, because it looks like it's going above, but when it does cure, it will shrink a little bit, so I want it to be flat. Okay, so all right. So that was very fun and interesting to do. Sorry if that was loud. And we hope, I'm going to let this sit for a few days because I really want it to be solid and cured and no issues. And if it shrinks down a little bit, I'll put a little bit more resin to top it off. Because that's what I want it to be, flat and topped off. So when I sit the egg down, it will sit like the glass one does. So this is now where we just put this little top on it because I want to keep any dust from going in there. And we'll scoot this over. I wanted to show you something really cool. I saw this on a video, and I thought it was the coolest looking thing ever. As you can see, it is called a circle tool. That's what she called it. And when I looked it up, that's what it was called. So what you do is you twist this, and it has like the numbers on it. Now this seems pretty sharp, so I would not put your fingers in there and go like that. But you could probably put pencils and things like that, so it makes the circle size you want. So as you can see, I could draw a circle, right? That circle, or let's see if I can get it to, yeah, open up that big of a circle. And the reason I like this one is if you do a canvas, you can just lay it on the canvas and use a pencil or chalk pen and make your circle to the size you want. Now, if you want a big circle, then I would always suggest use a plate or something. But I just love this thing. Maybe I'm just using excuses to have bought it. It wasn't that expensive. But it's called a circle tool, and it is the best gadget thing ever. Anyway, it's my new toy, and I really, really like it. And I wanted to share it with you guys. And I encourage you to get one. It's not that expensive. I can't remember exactly what I paid, but I don't think it was $30 for it. So, and it's metal, and it just came in this little thing. I got it from Amazon. So, okay, so what we'll do is I'll come back here in about 3 days, and we will reveal this project and see if it comes out as it is in my brain. So I will come back in about 3 days. Hello everyone. So we are ready to unveil this. I didn't wait for 3 days because I'm just that way. But it was 2 days that we waited. So I'm taking all the rubber bands off of it so that I can make sure that the seal, well, not break it, but open the seal. As you can see, let me get this real close. Okay, so the seal, I gotta be gentle with it because this might not be easy as I think, but I don't want to ruin my mold, but I gotta get it loose around the rim here without tearing it. So if I can get one side, then I can start the other side. I cross my fingers that this turns out really nice and I can get it out. But since I got the other egg out, I don't see why I can't get this one out. It's so heavy. And so I gotta figure out how to pop this thing out. So, as you can see, get it unstuck. Maybe we need to do it this way. Don't want to ruin this, especially if it turns out really good. I can feel it loose in there. It's loose in there, so it takes some muscle to pull it out without splitting it anymore. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh. So, we got it out. As you can see, inside, there's a little... Alright. Ooh, that took some pushing and pulling. So here it is. I can see, like, I don't know if the lighting is going to show this very well. This light just gets in the way. But I don't have to, like, I can see the little groove. And there's a little right here that looked like it didn't cover that. So you get kind of the glass with a thin layer of resin. But definitely I'm going to have to go and do some work on this. And right here too. Trying to see if I can see. I'm going to take my camera off and then I can see better. But so you can see glass. I'm going to anyway, here it is. So you can see where the white was. Hello, back. I stopped the camera because I wasn't getting much luck showing the beauty of this egg with my hand. So I put it on my light wheel. And right now I'm just going to show you the comparisons of both the eggs. This is the original where the mold was created. And then you can see the sizes and the shapes are so just same. Just same. So with the egg by itself, the one that, you know, the project we started, you got to be in this journey with me. You can see, this is with the light on. So, trying to get a good focus on it. Here we go. So you can see the details of this, but you don't really get to see the true color. You get an idea down here, the colors that blend, but I'm going to turn off this light so you can see what it looks like, because what it needs is a really strong light underneath it. This is not very strong, but let me turn this light off, and let's get this light on it. So as you can see, look how gorgeous that is. And then the lighting just changes the color. And look at the ambers mixed up with the reds there. You really don't see the charcoal. They're at the very bottom, but they really don't do anything. But look at this. Tell me if that's not just gorgeous. If it had the right lighting underneath it, just fabulous. Wow. You can see the ambers mixed up with it. And I kind of like some of the bubbles were left in there. They didn't get completely taken out, but that kind of brings it in like, I don't know, just a whole thing by itself. You see the ambers come with it. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. Well, as we know that it worked out so well. I'm just very, very pleased with it. There are some flaws in it that just sometimes you just can't avoid the flaws, but I just think this turned out really well. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably, at the end of this will be a short video or short clip, that's what it really is, of it being in, if it turns out right, it being in my picture box, which will prevent hopefully all this reflection that we're seeing. So we'll get to see the full nature of this beautiful project. Well, I just want to thank you for the journey you came with me on, us putting it together, me putting it together, and you watching and having patience watching the layers of putting that in. And I appreciate you guys just watching my videos, and I encourage you to go on my website, which you saw at the beginning of this video, and see if there's anything that you might want to get for Christmas for somebody you love. I have a few things on the site that are for sale, and if somebody is interested in this, you can reach out to me on my website or on the Facebook page and let me know, and we could talk about it. Anyway, so here you go. Thank you again. Until the next video, I'll see you then.